Testing, testing. He said it's about to be a banger. What's up? Can't really see, but L. We'll get started in a second. Make sure y'all let me know if you can hear me. Make sure y'all let me know if you can hear me. Where am I too low? What's up, Sue? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? Woo! Hope y'all ready for this live, man. I hope y'all ready. Mon, what's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? Listen, today I don't want to scare anybody. That's not my intentions. That is never my intentions to scare the people. But if you are in fear, then you need to look at yourself in the mirror because we're not supposed to fear anybody but God, okay? Anybody or anything, no matter what. Stay on topic, stay engaged, okay? Stay on topic, stay engaged. Please, for the life of me. We're not going to talk about where I'm from. We're not going to talk about anything other than the live, okay? Yes, 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 Justin. Yes, for sure, for sure, for sure. Man, for sure. I love that scripture. I love it. That's my favorite scripture. You know, the trolls, y'all gotta go. This is not the live stream for you. This is not the live to play around. To play around on. That's not what we're doing. We about to talk some real stuff. I want y'all to put on your listening ears and just hear me out. Just hear me out. I need y'all to understand something. Those zombie movies and stuff that they came out with, The Purge. Y'all know, end of the world type movies. They wasn't doing nothing but showing us what they were gonna do to us. That's all. See, a lot of people believe that the war will be with other countries and stuff like that. The real war is us as a people with each other. I I've been telling y'all this. I've been saying this. You know what? I don't want to be a I told you so ass person, so let me like refrain from saying stuff like that. But I've been talking about this for a long time. And I've been saying that we'll eventually go to war with each other. I believe that in 2027 or 2028, I could be wrong. I believe that would be the last generation because it's coming a time where we are going to have to go to war with each other. Yes, Justin got his brains. Justin got his brains, bro. The one thing I want to explain to y'all too is love is not a science. Okay? Love is not science. We need to love our brother, love our sister, no matter what. Because in order to reach the kingdom of heaven, you must have love in your heart. And if you ain't got that, you ain't got God. You really need to understand that. If you don't have love in your heart and you got nothing but hate, no matter what they did to you, no matter what they said to you, always live with love in your heart. Because when you don't have that, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Yes, welcome my peeps. Yes. Yes, in order to reach the kingdom of heaven, you have to find it within yourself. Yes. I'm so glad we got people on here like this. You know, I'm gonna pin that topic. I forgot. Did I pin it? Give me a second, y'all. Yes. Okay, y'all, the devil is a lie. Hold on. I just accidentally blocked my damn moderator, my husband. Oh, shit. I really blocked you. Oh, my gosh. How do I unblock him? How do you unblock somebody that you blocked on accident? I just accidentally blocked my husband. This is crazy. The devil is a lie because we need our moderator. We need our biggest support system as well. This is crazy. Yeah, you know, the devil is really, man. Hey, Renee. Thank you, Renee. Uh, yeah, so he might come in on his other channel, right? Damn. You know what I'm saying? Working overtime. But I'm telling you, he is a liar. Because I will get this message out. I will get this message out. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, we good, y'all. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11 instructs. Okay, hold on. That was. Boy, what the heck? I know y'all with me, though. You know, we live amongst the walking dead, y'all. This is the walking dead. Y'all, just like Welcome My Peep said, they are no longer trying to have children. Yeah, because a lot of women out here, they don't want to have kids anymore. They just want to go out and party and, be with their friends. They even hate their own children. Ain't that crazy? They at war with their own children. And the children, see, the children don't even know that their minds are strong right there because you battling your parent. Do you not know how many kids take their own lives because of the battle with their parents? Do you not know how many children are at war within because they don't have that guidance and they don't have that support and they didn't got that mindset? It ain't strong enough yet because of who's raising them. Yes, nothing new under the sun. Put on the whole armor of God that ye may be able to stand against the Y'all, whew, I'm telling you, man, I feel like I'm in church. This is the real church. But, you know, I saw it coming. I saw it coming. And I'm going to be honest, I started to see it coming. Wait, I want to say I was in my early 20s, but I really couldn't comprehend it because I was still in the world. You know, when you in the world, you have a hard time understanding what's really going on. You like, wait a minute, hold on. Like, why is people really acting like this? Like, what the fuck? Like, okay, something in the atmosphere, something in the, but it's not. It's not an atmosphere. It's their damn minds. It's their minds. See, the power is within the tongue. You know, when you think negative, you know, you think negative, negative things will happen. You think positive, positive things will happen. The problem is people don't think like that. They're the weapon. It's like, see, a lot of these ninjas, they think they really strong because they got a gun on their hip. You know, they carry a gun in their waistband. They think they somebody. But see, the thing is, you're a damn nobody if you can't get it up here. When you crash out and you do things that you're not supposed to do, you have allowed the devil right on in. God doesn't live within you when you do bad things. You know, the power of life. Justin, you snapping now. You snapping. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Stay on topic. That's all we ask. The people that just came in, this is a very serious live stream that we're having. If you cannot relate and you don't understand what I'm talking about and you want to purposely troll and you want to say things that you really don't mean, but you just want to be that way just because you want attention on you, just because you want to be negative and you want to share your negativity within the live stream, okay? You're still going to get blocked. So you're actually wasting your time, all right? Because we getting the trolls up out of here. The people that can't, that don't want to get it and they want to play around and stuff, you're getting blocked. Proverbs. You know, the devil telling you he's up here. He's up here. And y'all letting him live rent free. Y'all are letting him live rent free in y'all minds. This is exactly why there's so much chaos. This is exactly why we are at war with each other. Do you not know how many of my neighbors are actually blessed to have a person like me live amongst them? But they don't, you know, they don't take me serious enough. They just think I'm a nobody, you know. I'm not anybody to them because I'm not famous. I'm not some sort of celebrity because if I was a celebrity, they would bow down to me, you know. And this is just no offense. This is just real talk. This is anywhere we go. They, you know, when you got sense and you want to share it, it be hard because people, they have a chaotic mindset. They live with negativity. They want to be negative. They don't want to be positive. They don't mean to be positive. They don't want to listen to you because the things that you say mean nothing to them. Okay? Yes. The Lord's day of is coming like a thief in the night. We are in the very end of the days. We're in the very end of the days. And see, people, they look at this like, oh, you know, we're going to go to war with other countries, you know, and then the war is going to come to us because it's going to be missiles and things like that. See, when the world breaks out in chaos, then that will happen eventually. But the thing is, it's going to break out in chaos amongst the people first. So now we got to be strong, right? The people that got sense, the people that want peace, the people that live with love in their hearts, you know, Spiritual warfare is going to become physical eventually. We're going to have to fight the people. That's the thing. You know, the younger generation, I feel bad for most of them because they don't even understand that they became who they are because of their parents. It's the parents. It's the parent. I've been saying this. It's the parents. This is exactly why this world is chaotic with the children because of the parent. It's the parents. The parents are fighting a war amongst themselves at home, so they can't even control their children. So this is why they refuse to parent. It is the parents. Matthew chapter 7, verse 6. Do not cast your pearls before swine. Look, you right. The demons. The demons. They live amongst us. Those are the see, people they believe that the demons are, they got horns and they believe this unrealistic ass figure. But they don't even understand that the demons live amongst us. The demons are in the same exact household that you live in. The demons are at the school that you drop your kids off at. The demons are at your job. The demons are everywhere you go. Those are the real demons. Okay? And if you allow your mindset to ruin you as a person, then you are allowing the devil to live rent free. So he lives within you as well. So now your greatest war is going to be the people that actually don't live with the devil, let the devil live rent free up here. Because see, people like that, they become very envious and jealous of you because you got common sense, you knowledgeable about certain things, and they wish that they were like that. They wish that they were like that, but they can be like that. They're just reluctant to change. They don't want to change. They don't believe in change. They don't believe that there is a change. They believe change. I am who I am. How you gonna tell me to change? This is me. This is how I am. Nobody's gonna tell me what to do. See, the thing is, when you got knowledge and you trying to share your knowledge, people believe that you're trying to tell them what to do. That is the devil. That is the devil. He don't want you to have any type of knowledge. He takes you for a joke. That's why they laugh. That's why they're mocking Charlie Kirk's death. Those are the demons. They have been exposed. See, the thing is, right? The demons have lived amongst us this whole entire time. It was the people in your household. It was the people that you follow on Facebook, on YouTube. Those were the real demons. The content creators, the demons are exposed. They showing up and they showing out. You want to know why? Because validation is at an all-time high. All they needed, all they needed was somebody to agree with them. That's all they needed. Somebody to agree with them, because once they get somebody to agree with them, and then you have a world full of people that has somebody to agree with them, because see, everybody wants to be a follower. Nobody wants to be a leader. That's the problem now. But it's the fact that people are followers. They follow behind everything. And then they follow you literally on social media. And then they copy off and mimic everything that you say, everything that you do, monitoring spirits. Like, come on, bruh. Yes. Uh, yeah. The demons will waste your gold. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I never knew how powerful it would be to have compassion. I never knew how, I never in my life really knew. Because, they normalize things. They normalize us hating each other. You see it, they have normalized it. It's social media, y'all. It's social media. So, but we got to thank God at the same time. You want to know why? Because, do you think, how long do you think it would have took us to really figure the demons out? You know what I'm saying? Without social media. How long matter of fact, what if the world was a lot more peaceful without social media? You know? But then people, before social media even came about, people still had this problem. It was up here. It's up here. So eventually, it might have took longer. It might have potentially, damn, I can't even say it right. It might have, never mind, y'all, just forget it. But you get what I'm saying. It for sure probably would have took longer for the demons to be exposed, but it didn't take long. I will be 32 this year, and it didn't take long. Social media eventually will die, but you got to understand something. When it die, I want to tell you this. You better put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. When social media dies, I'm telling you, the world is going to be so chaotic, because people ain't going to want to deal with themselves. They ain't going to want to live no more. They just, look, this is the truth, y'all. This the truth. This the truth. Yeah. You know, you said people are possessed, and it shows when they slander. This is the things that they think at home, because they going through a lot, y'all. See, we don't know. We don't know what they going through. We don't know what these people going through, because we don't live with them. They going through a lot. And they stop believing when they go through. They stop believing in God when they go through. People only believe in God because they go to church on Sundays, or because they was raised that way. It's like, oh yeah, I was raised in a Baptist family, so we believe in God. Well, of course you believe that you believe in God, but wait till you gotta go through some stuff. Wait till you gotta go through some stuff. That's the thing. When you go through this right here, you gotta use this to get you where you need to be. And with the help of this, open up your Bible. Pray. But people, they feel like, no, I'm punishing God because I'm not praying, because I shouldn't be going through this. The thing is, this is life. We have to go through. No, we don't. We're not supposed to go through. See, that's the thing. People believe that you're not supposed to go through life. Nothing in life. This is exactly why they live in a life right now, and they believe it's supposed to be perfect. They supposed to have the fancy cars, the clothes, the hoes, the shoes, going to the club, living it up, having fun, instead of dedicating their life to the one that gave them life. They ain't Christian. Let's go. Come on, man. And they believe that they're Christian. You know who makes that choice? You do. That you do. Not your family, not your friends, not just because you go to church every Sunday. It doesn't make you a Christian. Seriously. And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? When I was 13 years old, I read the entire book of Revelations. And I understood that there will come a time of war. There will come a time that there will be the end of the world. When my father was present at times in my life, he would actually school me on a book of Revelations. He would talk to me about things in the world, but I didn't get it. I didn't understand. I'm like, no, I'm like everybody else. No, like it's gonna be a war. Like the missiles and things. Like I never knew that we, the people, would have to go to war. I never knew. You know, So I really figured it out when I turned, I want to say like 19, 20. I went to church one time and I decided that I didn't want to go along with what my family wanted me to go along with. You know what I'm saying? Like they call themselves Christians, but then again, they don't even know if they're Baptist. But then again, they don't even know if they're, you get where I'm coming from because they're confused their damn selves. They believe that they were brought up and raised on, the Baptist church, so they're Baptist. But then again, you go to an apostolic church and you believe that you're apostolic, but then again, you're Christian. So there we go. I finally figured it out. I said, you know what? Long as I got God at home, if I decide to go to church, I decide to go to church. But as long as I allow God to live within me, then I'm good. Because I don't need the pulpit pimps and, the judgmental, demonic people that go to church every Sunday in my face. Like, you know, um, yeah, okay. So y'all, I'm trying to stay on top of y'all comments too at the same time. But there's a video, since we talking demons, right? Hmm, 27 minutes. I want y'all to do me a favor. Stay here. Cause we might be live for some time. I do talk a lot. That's one thing about me. Especially when we get down to the nitty gritty. When I get to really exposing the things of this world, I get to really talking. You said God is protecting us, all those that are watching to who are afraid to comment. God bless y'all. God brought us here. Exactly. God brought you here to this live because he wants me to sound the alarm and let the people know. I am here today to let the people know it's time to put on your big boy underwears, put on your big girl panties, put that pride to the side because pride is not the way. It's not the way. It's not the way. That is not God. That is not godly. When you have pride in the way, that is not godly. See, people got too much pride. They got way too much pride. That's the thing. The pride. Pride before the fall. Real talk. Real talk. When you got too much pride, how can you unite? And how, even if you do finally unite, how can you stay united? The only way for us to unite as a people is to gather the like minded people, the people that think identically to what I think, the people that believe what I believe, the people that got common sense, the people that have compassion, and people that got love in their heart. Real talk, to the point where you would give your last to help somebody because you don't want to watch them suffer. And I ain't talking just money. I ain't talking about materialism. I'm talking about you will actually give them a conversation. Do you know how much it means to actually really give someone conversation nowadays when they're going through something? Because that's the problem. When you live in the world, this world is so far gone. They mass is so far gone that they can't even give you a simple little conversation no more. They can't even give you words of encouragement. It costs to do that. It costs to do everything with them. Money is the key. Exactly. It's not in there. So, um, you said, you said what? Exactly. Okay, I'm trying to stay up with y'all comments. You say you found God when you can. I think you mean can have accountability. Yes, Yes, you found God when you can hold some accountability. Accountability goes a long way. That goes to show that you're a very genuine person when you hold accountability. When you say things like, you know what, I was wrong. I didn't mean to say that. I apologize. Real talk. And you really mean it. Because, people, I'm telling you, these demons, these monitoring spirits, they monitor everything that you do, and they try to mimic your personality, and they try to act like they are you, but they're really not. They still have the spirit of worldliness. They still got the hate in their heart. They still let the devil live rent free up here. They're just mimicking your personality because they want to be you. So it's just funny how the whole world is attracted to them. They mimicking you, but the world is attracted to them. You want to know why? Because that's demons. Uh you said the soul was in the pine penal I'm sorry. The third eye, they disconnect us from God. You become in the spirit what you do in the flesh. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, it's a sign you need God when you can't be taught or learn. There is no person in the world who is always right. Yeah. You feel me? I wanna let y'all see. Well, we gonna react to this video. I might flip the camera. I might. By the way, before I play this video, YouTube, I do not own copyright. We are gonna listen to some lyrics to a song as well when we get to that about the world, the war within the world. Um, but before we get to that, there's a few videos of Charlie people reacting to Charlie Kirk's death. You got this one guy, I guess he got expelled. I don't know if y'all saw this. His demons came out full throttle. His demons came out. He did not have no shame in his game. He mimicked Charlie Kirk's death in front of a crowd full of people, literally mimicked his death, acted his death out, and took it as a joke in the game in front of a whole bunch of people at this university. I guess this is a university, but it was sick. It was very sick. But this is the world that we live in. This is the war that we have to face. These demons, they hate themselves, so now they coming out here. They coming out. Okay, they are showing themselves and they don't care. You got another lady, and hubby, when you get a chance, send me that video. The lady said that she left church because her pastor said that he wanted to everybody to bow their heads and pray for Charlie Kirk and his family, and she walked out of church. Black lady. And it's a lot of black folks that's literally mocking his death, that are showing their demons. But then you got all cultures across the world that is doing this, and this is the war. This is the war, y'all. These people are so chaotic up here, they going insane. Okay. They eventually, when social media will die, and they are going to go even more cray 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 cray. But we must pray for these people. We must allow them to have this space right here to be able to help them because we want y'all to help yourselves, man. Y'all got to understand, this is not funny. It's not funny to not to mock anyone's death, okay? And I actually would like to, okay. I think there was a Bible scripture me and my husband had read this morning. Give me a second. I think it was Romans chapter 12, verse 10. I believe. I gotta look at it. I think this is it. Yes, this is it. This is it. Yes, Romans chapter 12, verse 10, guys. Please understand that. This is what I want to read to the world. Okay, the people that dislikes Charlie Kirk because of the things that he said, the people that just live with hate in their heart overall, and the hate has been lingering there for some time, but all it took was social media to help you to expose yourself and the hate that you have because everybody else got hate and you want to be a follower. Let me tell you something. If you want to be a true follower of Christ, you must know Romans chapter 12, verse 10. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. Okay, we have to honor one another first. That is the only way that we can unite. That is the only way. We should not just unite because, oh, the end times is coming and the system is turning against us. And, first of all, we should have never had any trust in man in the first place. All that trust that we supposed to have is within the Most High, man. That's what a trust is. That's what a trust is supposed to remain. Okay? Now, we should not only unite and come together because of worldly things that occurs. Okay, we really got to have love and compassion, and love is not a science, bro. Love is not a science. We got to learn to love one another. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. We have to love one another. Do y'all not know how long it took for me to get rid of that bitterness, that evil, that hate that I had for certain people because of what they did to me, because of what they said to me? I literally had to go to God with my issues and pray and keep praying. Because when you stop praying, then you will allow the devil to live rent free. When you stop praying, some people just believe that they got it all together. I ain't got to pray. I got God. I mean, But then when something happens, you allow the devil right there to keep you company. Now you can't stop thinking negative. You can't stop thinking about bad things. You can't stop thinking about this thing. And then you're trying to play it off and you're trying to act like, nah, I ain't thinking about nothing bad. I'm good. I'm straight. Somebody asks you, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. But meanwhile, you're sitting there battling yourself. That's the thing. People believe that they got it all together, but we got to keep praying and keep God first because He is the way. And when you keep God first and you keep Him there and you allow Him to live within you, you begin to love other people. You begin to drop it. Everything that you know, had hate for, every person you had hate for, everything that you've been through that you hate that you had to go through, you begin to really come to terms with stuff. Come to terms with life, pretty much. And you like, man, look, God got me through. you know, because you wouldn't be where you are right now today if it wasn't for God. You wouldn't. Um, right. Whoever's confused, I'm gonna be honest with you. You get them out of here, please. I don't want the chat to go back and forth for nobody. If they're being rude, if they're being negative, y'all ignore them for real. Or Huddy, please remove them. Yes, we had a lot of hate in our heart, and God is the one that removes it, you know. Ghost 40, welcome back, bro. He said, just because you're like-minded, people don't mean you don't disagree. There's a big reason mixing cultures don't always work. Some just think too differently. Facts. Facts. Yeah. Uh okay. All right, y'all. Okay. All right, long as we got it all together here. That's all that matters. Okay. So, I want to go So I want y'all to keep that in mind. Romans chapter 12, verse 10. Make sure you rehearse that to yourself, because people swear up and down they got God. They love God. They're a godly person. They holier than thou. But these are the same people expressing how much hate that they really have towards Charlie Kirk's death. You know, these are the same people, y'all. People, I had said that 2025 is the year of deception. 2025 is the year that everybody is starting to deceive people, you know, through the way that they act. That's the thing. They act. We live amongst a bunch of Hollywood actors for real. I mean, everybody got their Golden Globe Award, how great they act. They really be acting. They really act. Um, and that's sad. That's sad that you have to go that far as to being someone that you're really not. That's sad. That's sad. You know, you want to know why? Because a lot of people are really embarrassed to be themselves. They're really embarrassed. They feel like, people are going to judge me if I show that I'm such a hateful, evil person. That's why they only expose it to them, to their friends, to their family members. They joke about it. They say stuff like, I mean, I'm really evil, and people already know that. So, I mean, they already know not to mess with me. I'm evil. Like, I'm really like that, you know? I mean, they've really normalized evil. They have been normalizing it for some time. We were just ignoring it, you know? People like me, people like maybe y'all probably was like, man, what the hell? When a person says stuff like, I'm really like that, like I'm really like that in these streets, like, try me, I dare you. You know, they normalize evil. When they have their backup, they got their friends, they got their family that's able to back them up and say, you better leave her alone before she really, 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 you know what I'm saying? And it's like, Charlie Kirk's death helped me to realize so much. And I can honestly say that, it really helped wake me up even more, bro. Even more. And it helped me to see that the end times is literally here. It is here in any given second. This world can break out in straight up chaos because of their mindsets. People and their mindsets. They not right up here. You see how they already acting on social media, doing TikToks and, Facebook lives and going live for 5 hours about how much they hate Charlie Kirk. And I mean, wow, I have never seen a world full of people that show so much hate for a person dying. Like, I get that it happened to Kevin Samuels. I get that it happened to other leaders, basically. But it wasn't like this. It wasn't to the point where people were literally blatantly getting online, mocking deaths, and, it honestly, though, it has been happening in Chicago. Here in Chicago, it's been going on since, Chief Keef's drill rap music came out and whatnot, and then you got the other uh ninjas copying off of him. So they been mocking death, uh pissing on each other graves and spitting on graves sites and shitting, just literally, excuse my language, literally doing everything negative, everything wrong, everything, and thinking that it's okay. And then they got the people in the live streams or the videos that's backing them up. That's all they need. That's all they need is backup in order to live with hate. How can you wake up every day and be negative? I don't get it. And the only way that you be positive is when you go to the club. The only way that you be positive is when you able to gossip about somebody, when you able to ruin their lives, when you're able to just hate. And you just live your life full of hate. You hate your life, you hate yourself, you hate your coworkers, you hate this person, you hate that. Man, how do you live like that? Yeah. You say it's because this it traps you in a mental prison. Yes, it does. Yes. You know, Your mind is a mental facility. Your mind is a mental facility. Real talk. You said from Adam to then 2,000 years, from them to Christ 2,000 years, from Christ to us over 2,000 years. We will overdo 1,000 years. To us is a day, to God. Yes, God created the earth 6 days and rested on the seventh. Yes, come on, talk that talk. Talk it. You know? Um, all right, all right. Yeah, let's get Sonic out of here. That's the devil. See? The devil, man. He be showing up. He just be showing himself. He like, yeah, I'm here. Yep. Look, God bless you, Sonic. God bless you. God bless you. See, God is with you and you don't even know. God loves you, Sonic. But anyway, let's play this. This dude is very sick for what he did. And you know, it's the people that look just like you. Humans. They call themselves humans, but they have the devil. Oh my God. They got the devil. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all see the video. Okay. All right. Ghost said this demon gotta go. Y'all have a good one. Shoot, I hope you just playing Ghost. But if you not, God bless you. Look at this demon. Look at this demon, y'all. The demons are coming out. Okay? Disgusting.
Fuck that nigga. You get expelled, dude. He got expelled. Yeah, he did. I seen it. Yeah, they said that.
Y'all see, this is just sick. This is just sick. Just sick. And I hate that we even had to see that. This is what people are doing, and they find it funny. You know, they find it so hilarious to do these things because they are followers, but they don't even know what awaits them. They don't even know what awaits them. Seriously. When they keep doing stuff like that, and then they're okay with it. Let me see. Okay, so I want to play this song. I just want y'all to listen to the lyrics. See, people, you got to listen to the lyrics of the music, okay? People don't like to, they don't want to sit still. They don't want to hear that because they believe that, hey, you ain't talking about nothing. You ain't talking about, but shout out to this rapper King Los. You know, what he's saying makes so much sense. Okay, he's talking about the world and the war within the world, you know, and when social media dies, how we'll have to go to war with the people because they hate themselves, you know. Exactly. He created everything. You don't think he can't clone or put himself in the flesh. Right. Yeah, I hope Ghost was I don't know, man. Ghost, bruh. You see that? You see, man, you see how people will pretend like they really rock with you. They'll go as far as to literally acting like they support you. They'll agree with you and everything, and the whole time they expose their hate. Yeah. Okay, I hear it right there. So y'all, this rapper, his name is King Los. Shout out to him. He snapped. Please make sure y'all listen to the lyrics. Okay. I don't know how long this song is, but we're gonna listen to it. Just listen to the lyrics. That's all. That's all you gotta do. Just listen to what he's saying. What he's saying, I mean, I jumped up and down. Yes. I said, yes, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what I've been talking about. Just listen, y'all. He snapped.
Just incredible!
Let's get it. The moment y'all been waiting for. It's been 5 years since my brother touched down in the booth. Just Incredible's freestyle series. King Loaf.
Let's get it, baby.
Ooh, the God is here, baby.
6 years.
6 years?
It was 2019.
Damn.
But it was the end of the year, so like 5 and some change.
And now we're kicking off a brand new year, 2025.
2025 sound crazy right
Happy New Year. King Los is here with the bars. You already know what type of time.
You want to set it off?
Listen, y'all, listen.
Go time, baby. Come on.
Listen, I can't wait till social media die. And what's real start to expose all the secrets and lies, baby. You never had a man look you deep in your eyes? Some feminine ass nigga told you he was the prize. Look, what he meant to tell you is he was the prize. When they replaced masculinity with healings and pride, hedonistic sexual fantasies and demons that slide. The coroner said he could hear spirits screaming inside. See, his whole life his mama told him daddy wasn't shit. Cause she gave that nigga pussy, then that pussy nigga split. Now she a single mama out here pushing pussy and she pissed. And if you pussy like your papa, they might put you in a pit. Nigga, you ain't pushing pit, you pussy, you clip. You don't push it to the limit, niggas push you click. I push a button, call a clip. They be pushing in them clips. I had my twins causing malice like I'm pushing from the trip. I signed my first record deal, my clip was pushing bricks. I was mastering vocals, but they was good with the mix. My engineer was dope, yeah, we was cooking that shit. So when my fans start feeling, I get them good with a fix. I was finishing my album, that's when everything switched. Took a tragic turn, they kidnapped my CEO's chick. Now in the streets, that usually means internal conflict. Type shit make you go from Conrad to convict, from G-code to street code to code red and bomb shit. That Parmesan make Peter rob Paul and pawn shit. But back to the nonsense. This is it.
Okay.
One step away from my dream. Shit was lit.
Let's do it.
But the fans had to drop on the boys to hit the lip. How you backdoor your main homies and flip the script?
You feel me?
Now we back in the city on different shit. Where they lay low and give halos with extended clips.
Nice.
Got a call from the label that I did the business with. They said the fans came a knocking, but we ain't witness shit. But you know we gotta drop you. That's how the business get. I'm sure you make it out someday through your penmanship. Shit would click. Hello? I ain't even get the vent. Heart fell down in my stomach. I'm sick as shit. Speaking of sick, my nigga, picture this. In the trunk is where they found her body. She was in the...
Word.
This how I know I was sent here. Hold on, wait, that was her name. Sent here. Marty, when I seen it on the news, I was in tears. Plus, I was stuck back in my hood for 6 years. Thinking all I need is one more dance. Then the same label that dropped me gave me one more chance. You must be ready to die. Say you might rap the best. Bitch, I'm Biggie out the grave. This my life after death. Didn't I pass the test around and let y'all copy? Rappers won't say my name, but I bet y'all watch me. Labels mad, you flex all cocky. They had to buy your chemistry, so you won't be my next autopsy. Dissect that. I elect my dialect, make my pupils dilate. I'm like the butterfly effect, study the shutter eye effect. Look, when life is buffering, like how do I connect? Remember Simba looking in that.
Oh, he said when life is buffering, how do I connect?
How do I respect niggas I son but won't see me like? How do I reflect when they lying and everybody following them birds? Ask Mufasa, nigga, you can die from what you heard. Shit get hostile in the purge. My delusion got me out of the hood. So at this point, using logic is absurd. The watchers of the earth chanted mantras to manifest my existence and had a galactic conference at my birth. Where a sentient being told me that consciousness is a curse. She was right. I could always see the nonsense in reverse. And in the darkness it get worse. They put so much money on that boy head that nigga had sponsors on his hearse. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to mourn hip-hop. The fake algorithms and streams that make your shit pop. I'm flayed with the big clock, but you niggas got the rope around your neck and can't survive without the
Ooh, he going crazy.
You already
Whoa.
Wow.
You already know
Come
the
on,
story.
man.
Yeah, true story. Every word of it. It's my story.
It's a story that needs to be told.
Come on,
Bro,
man.
that
see
was
why
his
he's your favorite rapper.
story. He just rapped his whole story, his actual life story. Wow.
Favorite rapper. You know, I want to
What we
go 2
doing?
for 2. I want to
Wow.
drop another beat, man.
What we doing?
It's a new year. You ready?
2025. What we doing?
Hey, this is a beat I always wanted to hear you go crazy on, man. Let's drop that shit. Let's get it. Ooh.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, what up,
Listen.
though? Yeah.
Tell the story.
Okay.
Listen.
Come on.
Now Paulie was piping Paula cause Paula Papa the plug. Got Paulie peeling the porch, pushing all the popular drugs. Paula just purchased a body perfect. She perky, she drop an addy, pop an addy, follow it with a perky. Get brain like a scholarship. She swallowed it with a perky.
Okay. I thought that was another song about the world. But yeah, he snapped. There is another song that I want y'all to listen to. That this other song that he did that's about the world. What is it called again, hubby? Who asking? Like, y'all is crazy, bro. You know. Nah, I can't listen to that. We can't listen to that on there. He talking about some little explicit things. So, can you? Yeah, you could definitely get them up out of here. That's the devil. Better days, okay. Before Better Days, I wanna listen to this other song. Y'all, we ain't finna be doing music and we ain't gonna be doing music. That wasn't my intentions, but I'll play that song, Better Days, after this one, because we got a few other videos to react to. That's the thing. But what's the name of this song, hubby? By King Los. Oh, so the background music must, I mean the instruments must sound good then, Justin. Novocaine, exactly. This one is about uh this one is about the world for sure. And when I tell you, at Illinois Juvie, when I tell you he snapped again, I'm telling you, only people that understand what he's saying would know what he means.
I'm your host, Just Incredible. Oh, I got a crazy show lined up for y'all today. Too many exclusives on the way from my brother, King Los. Let's get it rolling. This is new music right here.
Whole world suffer from heartbreak. Whole world break each other heart and partake in self-hate. Whole world game bang, prostitute and sell weight. Whole world turn social media into jail bait. Whole world really at war, not just Ukraine. Whole world slaves, what white privilege did you gain? Whole world sick, no COVID, they just sick. Whole world fake, everybody reading the script.
What he say? The whole world sick, no COVID, they just sick. They sick. Look at them. Sick as ever up here, mocking this man's death. They are sick, and they okay with it. And they okay with going to jail. They'll go to jail. They know they're gonna go to jail. That's the thing. They know they're gonna go to jail, and then depending on their reaction while they are in jail, you know, they might pray, "Oh God, please, Lord, I didn't mean to do this. I promise I won't never do it again when I get out." You know what I'm saying? Some people always beg and say, "Oh Lord, please, I promise I won't never do it again." And they turn around and they do it again. And then they get harsher consequences. So every time you do wrong, you're going to get harsher consequences. But it's up to you. Are you going to get it yet or you're not? Because if you don't get it, then anyway.
Whole world evil, whole world complain about the whole world, screaming the whole world's insane. Whole world running out of time at the same time. Whole world one body sharing the same mind. Whole world could just change, but they reluctant. Whole world feed off pain and they destructive. Whole world living a nightmare, a bad one. Whole world hate your dream cause they don't have one. Run for your life, the whole world will smoke you. Soon as you die, the whole world will post you and give you all the flowers you can't smell. Whole world should have had his back when that man fell. Whole world.
He just explained Charlie Kirk without explaining Charlie Kirk. Hold on, let me rewind that. You feel me? Whole world should have had his back when that man fell. When that man fell. He said, "Run for your life, the whole world will smoke you." Look at them. They sitting up here mocking his wife. You know, anybody that had any ties to him, they're mocking them too. So, the only people that they're not mocking, but they're mocking behind the scenes, is his children. See, y'all doing all of that, y'all forgetting this man had children. Oh, my bad, y'all don't care because y'all hate children as well.
Running out of time at the same time. Whole world, one body sharing the same mind. Whole world could just change, but they reluctant. Whole world feed off pain and they destructive. Whole world living a nightmare, a bad one. Whole world hate your dream cause they don't have one. Run for your life, the whole world will smoke you. Soon as you die, the whole world will post you and give you all the flowers you can't smell. Whole world should have had his back when that man fell. Whole world set up every nigga they chill with. Whole world pull out all their cameras and film it. The whole world lost and they still in the matrix. The whole world love language really is hatred. The whole world scamming your money, claiming they activists. Whole world using your failure for all their happiness. Whole world casting a spell, doing witchcraft. Whole world a joke, and when you get it, just laugh. Whole world no good hoes, that's for the streets. Whole world running from bullies they can't beat. Whole world wait till you famous to know your name, then kill you and they won't feel shit. Novocaine.
Tell me this man ain't just expose Charlie Kirk's death in a song that he made 2 years ago without telling me he really is. I mean, this is like everything that's going on right now. And he rapped this in a song 2 years ago. Like, this is crazy. You know, you said they'd give you all the flowers you need when you dead. Look at Trump giving him an award and stuff like that. And this man is dead. How he gonna get the award? Like, this world, y'all, these people, the people that live amongst us every day, the people that we walk, they're not human. They're not human. You're just flesh. When you live with hate in your heart, you are just flesh, walking flesh. Because what are you? Who are you? Justin says, God bless all of you, and remember, always keep God within you. Stay strong. Yes, Ephesians chapter 6. God bless you, Justin, man. I appreciate you for being, and man, I appreciate you for having this up here. That means so much. And for having this right here, bro. Right here. That's what we need, you know? That's what you need, and you need God in you too. Not just that. Do you not know how many people call themselves good people? They got a heart. They got common sense and everything, but they just don't believe that there is a God. They don't believe in the God that we believe in. Welcome my peeps, hubby, Justin. You know what I'm saying? They don't. It's sad, and then they don't want to turn away from that. And no matter how strong you preach to them, you know, they still just don't want to get it. It's like, nah, I want to believe who I believe. But and then that's just how they think. That's just, and they want to keep it like that. Prideful. You don't know how many good people it is out here that really got too much pride. You know, that claim that they have love in their heart, but they still got hate deep within. Do you not know how many people is in this live stream right now watching me, but they won't comment because they don't get it. They don't get it. They just want to watch me. You know, and then when you say that to them, it's like, yeah, I am watching you because I'm listening to what you're saying. Yeah, but you don't get it. That's the thing. You don't get it. Because you would be more like welcome my peeps. You would be more like Justin. You would actually be engaging. Do y'all 11 people in here not know that we are living in a times where we must unite? The like-minded people, the people that have compassion, the people that want to be like Christ, that want to walk the righteous path, the people that believe in Jesus Christ. Do you not know that we must unite? That we must take this opportunity right now when there's war amongst us? We must unite. Do y'all not know that? A lot of people out there is just way too stubborn though. They like, nah, I'm not unite. Nah, I mean, I understand what she's saying, but like, we ain't gotta unite. Like, what we gotta unite for? We ain't gotta unite. Like, cause at the end of the day, the war is gonna be coming from the other country. Nah, see, that's where you got it wrong at. when you don't master trying to love yourself and learning how to love yourself and understanding that love is actually a science. I mean, it's actually not a science because people believe that love is science. They really believe that. A lot of people believe that everything is a science. That's the problem. Yeah, exactly. Welcome, my peeps. They got to speak up and pick a side. But see, they believe that it's not that serious. Man, come on now. Speak up. I mean, what's wrong with me just watching a live stream? See, there we go. There's the battle. The battle starts from within. And when you got too much pride and you too prideful and you way too stubborn to commit, you know, then there's the issue. It lies from within. So you got to fix that. And you ain't got much time either because the clock is ticking. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Any given second, this world will break out in chaos. And then at that moment, you'll have to pick a side. Whose side you gonna be on? The world's? Or the side where the people was trying to warn you and they were trying to let you know, like, hey, come on over here, we got you. We all open arms. You just gotta learn how to, you gotta learn how to, you gotta learn how to, you gotta learn how to, like, for real. I'm telling you, man, people don't get it. They don't get it. Y'all, I'm telling you, we ain't got much time, bro. We do not. Y'all see, it was just December 2024. It was just December 2024. It is September 2025. Everything is moving at a fast rate. And when you see how fast things are moving in 2025, imagine how fast it's going to move in 2026. Imagine how we're going to be in January 2026 in no time. Imagine how we're going to be in November 2026 in no time. Everything is just moving so fast, bro. I'm telling you. If you ask me, it seemed like the world is just moving extremely fast. Um, William, welcome, William. Second Corinthians, oh my God, I love this one. Second Corinthians chapter 11, verse 13. For such people are false apostles, deceitful workers, masquerading as apostles of Christ. And no wonder, for Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. Yeah. And y'all got bro in here. Welcome, my peeps. He's welcoming y'all with open arms as well, man. Real talk, we have to unite. And it's not just I gotta help y'all understand something too. You know, people really believe that, I mean, we have to unite now because the world is about to end. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Because when the world ends, we want good people in our circle. You know, we want the people that believe in Jesus Christ next to us. We want the praying people next to us. We want the people that live with love in their heart next to us. I don't want to, when the world ends, I don't want to be around a bunch of evil, demonic beings that still ain't had themselves together before the world ended. And now all of a sudden they trying to get themselves together. They trying, but it's a little too late, you know, because at this point they don't have a choice. It's like, what are you going to do? Are you going to crash out? Are you going to crash out? Because you still will be welcome with open arms. But we just gotta, the way that we carry ourselves as like-minded people, we gotta keep our guards up. Because these people are very wicked, okay? And they hide in disguise. You know what I'm saying? Look at them. They live amongst us. They live. They live amongst us, man. And we gotta protect our children, man. We gotta protect our children. You protect your children in these times. Pray over your children. Keep your children away from these evil demonic beings that live amongst us. For real. Don't let nobody touch on your child, hug on your child. rub on them. Oh, she's so cute. Nah, keep your hands to yourself. You know there are demons when they get mad and they get upset. You know there are demons when they get upset because you don't want them touching your child. Come on now. How you gonna get upset with me because you have to respect boundaries. See, that's another thing. These demons, they don't respect boundaries. They do not believe in boundaries. These demons, they are actually very narcissistic. You thought you saw narcissistic? Oh, baby, the narcissism lives amongst us. And these are emotional narcissistic beings, bro. Evil narcissistic beings. I mean, they are real narcissists. Bradley, I hope you mean that you love this channel and what we speak about. Welcome, my peeps said people who are good because they don't want to go to hell aren't good people. They are bad people on a leash. Yes, yes. You for real. Tell them seriously. Just because you got people out here that be like, I don't want to go to hell. Well, then there you go. You know that there is a hell. Terrence, what's up? Bradley, I don't know what you mean by that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a lot more detailed. See, that's another thing. People don't believe in communication nowadays. Not talking about you, Bradley. Just saying. People don't believe in communication nowadays, so they are not communicative. They don't believe that communication is key. For real. Like they just halfway things. They halfway say things and they leave it at that. And then it's like when you ask questions, they get upset. They get mad because they can't handle it. They can't handle anything. These demons get irritated by literally anything but hate. Okay? Because hate is their love language. If you ain't talking hate, you ain't talking nothing, baby. You ain't talking money, you ain't talking nothing. If you ain't talking materialism, you ain't talking nothing. If you ain't talking following this person and that person on social media and watching their social media and, just gossiping, you ain't talking nothing. Okay, okay. you know, Jesus loves you. Hope you're having a blessed week. If you don't mind me asking, are you a believer? If not, would you be willing to give? I am a firm believer in Jesus Christ. A very firm believer. Seriously. Um, yeah, we love everybody. We love everybody because this is truth. Truth means everything to me. You said, Terrence, welcome. You said, well, hell is in earth and you only what you respond to. Yeah, that's the thing. And it's up here. It's up here. And this is what I'm speaking about. Make sure y'all look at the title that is pinned below. That's the title. That's the description of what we're talking about. The demons live amongst us. So when you battling up here, and there's a lot of people in this world, millions and billions of people in this world that has a very strong battle here, up here. They're at war with themselves, but they are in denial, and they believe that the war is with other countries. They believe that's the war, you know. That's why they was happy when we were talking about Israel and Iran going to war. They was happy to be able to see that. It was like a soap opera to everybody. But they were missing the whole entire point. First of all, you at war with yourself, but you worried about this war. You know, one thing I could say, man. One second, y'all. All right. Linda says, High truth teller with love and truth. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Linda. I know a lot of Lindas too. So, but anyway, let's go back to what I'm saying. I want to find another video actually. I want to find another video. Because I'm telling you, these demons, they have manifested long ago. They have came within people long ago. People have allowed the demons, to come within them. And they don't even understand that they are their greatest war. They are their greatest war. And then when they hear you talking, and when they hear you talking that truth, they believe you just talking a bunch of nonsense. Everything that you're saying is a conspiracy. You off drugs, or you're drunk, or you just going through your own stuff, and you crashing out. You crashing out. I'm crashing out. The people believe that I am crashing out, guys. They believe that I am crazy. Because this is unheard of. Like, come on now. She's just making up stuff. She's trying to start a war, y'all. She's trying to start division. They believe that I'm trying to start division. But I'm not. I actually want everybody to think like like-minded people. International space. Dude. And, let me play some so I can find a video. I'm going to just play the little soft background music. So I just want to let y'all know, YouTube, again, I do not own any copyrights to these little instrumentals. I'm going to put it down low, until we can find another video. Well, I'm really looking forward to my husband sending me that video. I don't know if he did already. Let me check. Husband, can you send me that video of the lady that left church? Because, yeah, the lady that had left church because she said her pastor was praying for Charlie Kirk and stuff like that. Yeah, I want to react to that. So, I really hope that everybody get it together soon, because the government, the system, they ain't wasting no time. They ain't wasting no time. They don't care. They do not care. They knew they had blood on their hands a long time ago, but they're okay with that because they love to see blood in their streets. Look at these. Look at the mayor here at Chicago, Brandon Johnson. He's denying that we are at war as a people with one another in the city of Chicago. He's denying the fact that, the crime rate is high. He's saying that it's not. He's saying that the crime rate is low. And he actually enjoys seeing blood on the streets of Chicago. Because it ain't nothing but dried up blood out here on the sidewalks when you walk past. Literally, just 2 hours ago, matter of fact, an hour ago, there was a police helicopter flying around, ambulance racing. Chicago is getting worse. There was a genocide happening here. I'm telling you, it's getting worse. It has got worse. Ever since Trump, I believe that Trump is going to continue to stall out on sending the National Guards here to Chicago. I believe that Chicago needs to get it together. I believe that Chicago needs God, bro. We need Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, man, like, it's getting worse. Ever since he said that, Chicago has broke out in chaos. People are losing their minds. They don't know how to act. They don't know what to do. It's either be violent or nothing. I mean, they literally live that way. And I'm telling you, if you don't carry yourself right out here in this city, you will attract them demons. They'll be all over you. But when you walk the streets and you got the light in you, you have God within you, you are safe. Telling you. Me and my husband, we safe because we live with God in us. And we strong out here. Real talk. It's dangerous as hell out here in this city. But we got God. And we got faith in God. And we know that He got us. That's why we got so much faith that when we have something that we have to do, we know that we'll be able to travel safely where we gotta go to our destination. We know that. Because we don't allow the devil to live rent free within us like everybody else do. They roam the streets of Chicago and they fighting demons every day of their life. They wake up fighting demons. They go to sleep fighting demons. And they gotta like get that hate out. They gotta really like expose themselves. But now it ain't got to the point where the whole world exposed that they live with demons. And then they're trying to hide it. People are literally, the people, they're trying to blend in. They trying to hide it. They trying to act like they Charlie Kirk supporters. And, whole time, they really Charlie Kirk haters. They're really naturally haters. They're really like they literally live naturally with hate in their hearts. But they don't want nobody to know. That's why some of these pastors ain't even speaking out about it. Because they don't really want to talk about it. They don't really want nobody to know the way that they truly feel about Charlie Kirk, because they know that it will cost them they members. They know it's a lot of members that might walk away. And hell, you might have some that got hate in their heart just like you, so they might stay. As long as you can talk about how much you hate Charlie Kirk, they all in. As long as you can show that you even had hate, and they didn't have to hide it anymore, and you made them comfortable enough to show that they got hate too, oh, they all in. But you will lose members of your church when you start speaking out and talking about how much hate you have in your heart for Charlie Kirk. Yeah. This big Ward, hold on. Let me look you up. I know you. I think this is that big YouTuber, huh? Let me find out. Wait a minute. I'm about to look you up right now. I gotta make sure. Cause some people be coming in here and they be mimicking names and stuff. Oh, that's not him? Okay. You got the same name as this other YouTuber. I'm pretty sure some of y'all know him. His name is I don't know. Terrence says, FYI, I'm a critical thinker and I was told to listen to an old fool. I don't know what you mean by that. Hubby, go check him out. Go check out the Big War. He said this is his second channel. Trail, or is it Tyrell? What's up? You says we in for a surprise. 2025 almost done, and we was saying Happy New Year's. Just exactly. You feel me? I'm telling you, the fact. Oh, okay. Oh well, I don't know if he know he got somebody copying him. Because why wouldn't you be on your regular channel then? That's crazy. Yeah, yeah. Too much drama and time flies. But see, that's the thing. They want to keep the world talking. They need us to they need these trends to keep going, the people to keep talking. They need to continue to distract the people from themselves. They need to keep the people distracted, because if they don't keep them distracted, people might wake up and they might find out who they really are, you know? Ain't that crazy? You would have thought that people know who they are. You know, you born, you got to find out who you are. You know, people believe that, oh, I look in the mirror every day, I know who I am. No, that's not how it goes. You know, I had to find out. I had to find out who I was through everything that I went through. Sometimes you find out who you are when you go through things. So you're either good or you're bad. You either live, let the devil live rent free up here, or you either got God in your heart. Through all of my hardships, through all of my trial and error, through everything that I've been through, all of the people that I lost, and I don't mean like literally lost like they're in a grave. I mean like literally lost because they lost out on being in my circle, because they didn't take me serious. They felt like I was a joke, you know, to them. A lot of them was just like low key haters and stuff like that. They acted like they were family. They acted like they were friends, you know. And it's sad. It's sad that people they hide in disguise. They don't show themselves. You have to literally figure it out yourself when you start noticing the certain things that they do that you don't agree with, that you don't like, that you actually tried to talk to them about, but they're reluctant to change. Because they don't believe that they have to change. They believe that you're the one that's tripping. You're the one with the problem. And they believe that you just make excuses every day of your life. Meanwhile, it's really them that's doing the harm mentally. So it's like, nah, you know, I'm good. Let me just get these people out of my circle. Facts. Exactly. Shout out hubby. He said that's why we cannot even focus on time. It is impossible to catch up with. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Time. Time does not matter. But to the world, the clock is ticking. You know, to the people with common sense, the people with common sense, the people know that time is just, you know, it was created by man. Seriously. The months of the year. And actually, I found out that it was really supposed to be March through, is it March through December? It was really supposed to be 10 months in a year. That's the thing. That's probably why time is moving so fast and why it's September already, because technically there's 10 months. 10 months make a year, not 12. They just want to play like they're God. They want to do the things that they want to do. Um, yeah, they added on other months. And this is exactly, see, everything is being exposed to us. We just have to wake up and we have to like see, you know? We really gotta, we really gotta see what's going on. I pray every day. Every day I pray. Every day I keep God first, you know? Because I know that there's so much hatred out here. I know that like when people have hate in their heart, they literally allow demons to manifest within them. And then they become who they are from hate. From hate. From having a cold heart, you know, for allowing their mind to control them. The things that they think about, they allow that to control them. Hubby, could you, I don't know if you forgot to send me the video, but yeah, I was looking for that video. But actually I got an idea. Meanwhile, we are gonna listen to a clip from Stephen Darby. Shout out to Stephen Darby, rest his soul, man. That man was a real You sent it to my email? Because I didn't get it. Um, if I have to, I'll try to find it myself. Cause I didn't get it. I don't know why it didn't go through. Uh, Terrell says hate comes from experience and people around you who share the same sentiment. Others just want other people to share their misery. Meaning, if they couldn't hate you, they would find something else to hate. Yep, exactly. Yes, Stephen Darby, man. Louisville, Kentucky. That man. He woke me and my husband up. This man has woke up so many people. So many people. You know, that man was strong with his words, what he talked about, the wisdom that he shared, the knowledge that he shared before he left this earth. He did God's deed for sure because he helped me and my husband wake up. Man, I'm telling you, okay, let me see. Uh, okay, here we go. So there's a video of a lady, a black lady though, a black lady, who walked out of church because her pastor said that he wanted to pray for Charlie Kirk, and she walked out of church. I tell you, the hate is real. And I almost bet you my bottom dollar that she really believes that she is still a godly person, that God loves her, you know, that, she's a church going woman. And, these the same people, man. I'm telling you, y'all, the demons have been living amongst us this whole entire time, and they've been living in disguise, especially if you haven't been able to pay attention to it. A lot of these people in this world have been letting this fly over their head for so long, to the point where they are only waking up and realizing that people are demons because of Charlie Kirk's death. They never knew how many demons they lived amongst before this. I mean, it shows that you sent it to me just now. I don't know what's wrong with the internet. But anyway, you said he needed a kidney and his wife was a match. You can't tell me that wasn't God. Who, Charlie? Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Over comments. All right. Let's listen to this video. I don't know what just happened. Stephen Darby? Wow. I didn't know. I didn't know that. To walk out of church today over comments about Charlie Kirk. I'm on the verge of tears sitting in this parking lot because I'm having such a complex with my faith. Because I genuinely don't understand. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. Let me shout this guy out. This is coming from Anton Daniels. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's the only one on here that uploaded a video like this, but if you are, I don't want to take credit from you. So y'all go make sure y'all going over to Anton Daniels for more content. How Christians are pushing this man as though hate didn't come out of his mouth and heart on a consistent basis. And I'm genuinely sitting here like, if this is the God that we serve, if this is the reflection of the God we serve, do I want to be a part of it? I'm truly. Whoa, I didn't even know she said that. Okay, maybe I wasn't listening good enough yesterday because my husband played this on his channel yesterday. Wow, did she really just say that? Did she really just say that? Or did it just say that? Now, this is all due respect to this woman, but at the same time, when I say it, I'm talking about the demon in her. You know, y'all seen The Exorcist, y'all seen that, and the demon really came out and it was splatting green stuff across the wall and spinning around, head spinning around, possession type stuff. But when I tell you they look like us, they sound like us, they act, and these be the main ones talking about AI, the audacity. You talking about AI, you talking about robots taking over your job and robots this, and you talking about violence in Chicago and how Trump needs to send a National Guards. The audacity. But you live with hate in your heart. And there is a demon that manifested that is actually talking right now. The demon. It sounds just like us, looks like us. It's in, I'm telling you, y'all. They look just like us. They but now it has gotten to the point where that hate that lives within is so deep it couldn't take it no more. The demon got excited when Charlie Kirk died. That demon got excited. That demon went to church on a Sunday, and when that pastor said bow your heads and pray for Charlie Kirk, that demon finally was ready to come out and said, oh, it's time. Now all of the other demons across the world is coming out as well. They are exposing themselves. They couldn't take it no more. They don't believe that truth tellers, people that tell the truth, they don't believe that those type of people deserve to live, okay? They got so much hate that they behind closed doors, they sit there and they talk evil about you. They spew out evil, demonic, hateful things. I hate this. Hate, hate, and hate. Yeah, that's that demon. That's the demon. It's talking. It talks at home. It talks behind those walls, behind that door. When they get out their car and they go in the house and they slam their door and they throwing their keys on the table because they had a bad day at work, a bad day at school, whatever the case may be, those demons just start coming out and then just start talking. But all it took was for other demons on social media to show themselves and for it to be a trend. There you go. They live amongst us. It is time for the people to wake up and really see this, y'all. They sound like us, okay? They are different cultures. They have like literally. These people, they're evil. But they don't believe that they're evil. They don't think that there is nothing wrong with anything that they're saying because the whole world agrees with them. The whole world believes, but they don't even know that they're demons. They don't believe that they don't believe that they have a problem. They don't think they have an issue. But this demon said, if this is the God that the demon. Exactly. They are using his death as an excuse to expose that they are very evil. Yes. Yes. Terrell says also pain is temporary. It is not eternity unless you reject God. You feel me? For real. Yes. We need pain to balance. Put the universe and make us wiser. Right. All right. You said it's like everybody just now waking up when you've been saying this for exactly. Y'all just listen. Go. I've been talking about the evil that we live amongst since last year. Since last year, I've been talking about the evil that we live amongst. And I didn't care who was really listening, you know. I had a few people here, a few people there, people understood exactly where I was coming from, you know, but people really didn't get it still. They still, like, people will listen to you and they hear you, but at the same time they don't really hear you because they're not really taking it in for real. They're not applying it at all because they believe that you're telling them what to do. They can't apply it. They're too stubborn, too much pride. It's the pride. The pride is the problem. The pride is why we have a world full of evil, hatred, demons, and they're laughing. And they laugh at you when you speak truth. They laugh at you and they say that you on drugs. They say that you drinking. They say that you got problems of your own. You know, they go to your videos because yeah, ever since I've been talking about Charlie Kirk, you know, I have a few people that's been going to my older videos, and those demons are coming out and they talking in the comment section on my videos and they spewing out hatred. You know what I'm saying? So God bless y'all. God bless y'all souls, man. Y'all really need God for real. To really be okay with this man's death is just diabolical. And then try to say, "Oh, he a white man, and you know, you a coon because you want to be feel sorry for a white man." What happened to all those times when you used to see? Yesterday was the past, right? The day before yesterday was also the past. That's past tense. And see, the problem with a lot of demons is they focus too heavily on the past. They worry about the past too much. They don't want to let it go. They don't want to let the past go because what? They got too much pride. Too much pride. Pride is the reason why people are so stubborn and people don't want to let it go. And people live with hatred in their hearts. Pride. You know, so they go all the way back to 2012 when you were the Danny that you were, the Terrell that you were, the Terrence that you were back in 2012. And they just can't believe it. Like, this is just a joke. Like, Terrell, Terrence, like, come on now. King Lou, they just putting on a facade. They believe that you're putting on a facade. They believe that you're faking it. They believe that no. They just doing it for the book. They just doing it for YouTube. They just doing it because they're streamers. Because they're just followers. You know, they just don't want to believe it. That's the thing. They don't even believe in Jesus Christ anyway. But they swear up and down they do. But they walk out of churches because it's time to pray for somebody that you dislike, that you hated, that you should never been hating in the first place. That's the thing. How is this okay? And I'm sure that she has thousands and millions of people across the world that is in agreement with her because, I mean, my bad. Those are demons. They don't want to believe that you change because what I say, change is the underlining word. Change. Change. They don't believe that they're like change. What change? They take change for a joke. These demons really take change for a joke. Change? Don't nobody change. People don't change. Like, people really always saying they be changing, but they really don't change. Because soon as December 31st, 2025 come, they gonna sit up there on Facebook and they gonna say that the thing is they believe that everybody's on Facebook just like them. They believe that just because they're a part of social media sites like TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, you on there too. They believe that you have every social media site that they have. They believe that. Yeah. So they don't think that you can change. Because if you do change, you're doing it for to put your face out there so you can get money for it. You're just a content creator. So you're just trying to fake like you changed. Exactly. How would she feel if somebody mocked her friend? Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Come on, man. Come on now. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18. You feel me? Pride goes before destruction. Her destruction, which is probably, many more circumstances to come in her life, but this was such a big circumstance to her, such a big issue to her. Just simply to pray for someone. So you walked out of church. I believe that she wanted to walk out of church a long time ago, but she didn't want to believe that's, some of the things that she saw in church before Charlie Kirk's death. She didn't want to believe it. She had too much pride to believe it, too much pride to say, you know what, I want to find me another church home. She needed this right here to help her. Help it. Yeah, just a YouTuber. You just a YouTuber, They believe that you a YouTuber when the camera's off too. They believe that you a YouTuber because they're content creators. They're social media personalities. You know what I'm saying? They believe that you're the same way that they are. They can't believe it. They don't believe that you are yourself. But let me finish playing this.
Having a conflict with my faith because the leaders that we're supposed to be following are guiding us in.
The demon is crying. It's crying. This is crazy. I told y'all the demons are narcissists, and they're emotional narcissists, and they cry. They have think about AI. AI is demonic. Okay, they are creating AI to talk to us and have conversations with us. They have things like Alexa, Gemini, Siri, stuff like that. They had all this technology, and now they are creating robots that can carry actual babies. And the robots can sit in the robot's womb for 9 months, and then the robot can give birth to an actual human baby. They've created these things. See, the thing is, these things already existed. They just now putting it out there to us and say, okay, this is exactly what we're going to do. No, they already did it. It was already created a long time ago. They just, they just want you to believe that it's going to happen when it's already happening. Remember when they were talking about the babies being born in the laboratories and stuff like that? Oh yeah, human babies created in these laboratories and stuff like that. So you got to think about something. And then they making it to where AI talks like us. It looks like us. It speaks. And then people really are fascinated with this stuff. They really believe in this stuff. They really love it. They believe that nothing is wrong with it. And it's the people that live amongst us that believe in AI, that loves AI. I actually got a video in my YouTube. I think it's in my husband's YouTube channel or mine's. I don't know, baby. But when you get an opportunity, look all the way back to what year was that? 2022, when we uploaded the video. I think it was on my channel or your channel. And we was at the restaurant. And this is when they first started coming out with the little robot waitresses. The robot waitresses. We went to a restaurant that we always would go to when we went to sit down and eat. And we had one of our daughters with us at the time. And we was waiting for our waitress. We got there early and everything. We was waiting for the waitress. And they sent a robot over there to our table to be our waitress. And we didn't want that. I instantly started recording it. I'm like, oh, yo, this is what the world is coming to. And it's taking your order and it's coming back to your table with your food and everything. It's crazy. But this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. If AI can do the same thing, the people can too. Come on now. The war is not from, Ukraine, or, it's not going to come from these other countries. It starts here first, and it's been here. The war has been here long ago. We've been going to war with each other. It has just gotten to the point where it has got exposed, and the demons are exposing themselves because they can't take it no more. They are tired of hiding. See, Satan believes that he got enough, Satan believes that he had enough. Satan believes that the people, he built up his army just like he needed. But what he don't know, pride before destruction. Let's finish.
This way to feel empathy and sympathy, and like that this person was this great Christian, and that the message that his wife gave was, it started off with like praising God. And I'm like, did we miss the chapter of hate? That
First and foremost, you said, did we miss the chapter of hate? You are the chapter of hate. I mean, you are the prime example of hate. What do you mean? You're on that page. The page is there. That's the page. You don't have to flip the page. You are the page. And anybody that's in agreement with you, that lives with hate in their heart, they are the chapter with you as well.
he endorsed, encouraged, and
The
pushed.
homeless man, Terrence, you said that I found a video of the homeless man. Well, I don't know what you mean, so I need you to type the title in for me so I can pull it up.
I don't know where to go from here.
Oh, you know what? I think I know what you mean, Terrence. Are you talking about, it's a guy, I think he live in Jerusalem? I think. Maybe I'm tripping. Or I don't know who you talking about. Because I've seen a guy, he lives in Jerusalem. He got a YouTube channel. And I don't know if he's homeless or whatever, but he appears to be. Maybe I'm tweaking. I don't know.
I don't. To spew hate and hide yourself behind the Bible, to me, is not something I want to be a part of. And
The audacity when you're the one that's spewing hate and you're leaving the church. You're supposed to take your problems up with God, because I'm sure a lot of people believe that, they only have God in them when they're at church. So if you feel that way, then you should be taking your issues up with God, and all of the hate that you got in your heart, you should be praying about it. But you too busy worried about, how much hate you have towards a man that never knew you. You have so much hate towards a person that you never met, just a person that had a social media platform with opinions that existed that is no longer here in the flesh, and you hate this man still. And you leaving your church. And you got your own problems that you're dealing with now, and you got so much hate in your heart that you at war with yourself. You crying. You're crying. It's crying. The demon has came out. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, the audacity, man. Man.
it's not the faith I want to be a part of.
Then leave. Word of God preaches something completely different, obviously, than whatever it is that you following or whatever it is that your expectations is. Then leave. And go and get into a very liberal church, because, and somebody point me in the right direction. I went down a rabbit hole today, and I'll be doing a reaction video to one of those videos that went down a rabbit hole of. And it was of Charlie Kirk going through different debates and stuff like that, because I never paid attention to him as much as I am now, obviously. Obviously, I'm familiar with his work, but not to the extent to where I'm really deep diving into a rabbit hole. I can't.
No, all due respect to Anton Daniels. All due respect. You know, I appreciate his take on it, but I definitely just wanted to hear that part. I wanted y'all to hear that part so we can talk about that in a second. But I do want to say this. This is just something that I was just randomly thinking as he was talking. You know, I want us as like-minded people to unite. Like-minded people must unite in these times. But it's just so much more than being like-minded, because you must be a follower of Christ. You must live with love in your heart. You know what I'm saying? We must not be selfish to one another. We must not have too much pride. You know, we must stay consistent, convenient enough for one another. We must have enough consideration for each other. And it just has to be all love there, bro. We can't be sitting up here really just like low key hating each other and hating on each other and talking down on each other. Do you not know how to find someone like that? It is like a needle in a haystack in today's time. Seriously. Because it could be a like-minded person out there, but they don't have all of the traits, you know? They can think like you. They might be smart like you, but they don't have all of those traits. See, let me tell y'all something. It's so many different areas of where like demons can try and manifest within people. Like it's so many different areas within people's mindsets and like they just like they personality as a whole, where a demon can literally be sitting there manifesting. For instance, it can be a person, they like-minded like you. Like I said, they smart, you know, they are giving. They'll give you the shirt off of their back. But the only thing is they halfway stepping. And when I say halfway stepping, they are lukewarm for real. And when I say lukewarm, I'm talking about they was mourning and crying over a family member that died the night before. But when you speak of Charlie Kirk, they look at you and they be like, I hated him, man. He get what he deserves. And it's like, what? You better than that. You smarter than that. You know, it's the people that you literally will be going out with, that you really click with, that you really cool with, that really expose their demons. And they don't even know that they got to work on themselves at that point. It's like you got a lot more work to do than you thought. Real talk. What? I'm not a hateful person. When you tell them like, man, you got a little hate in your heart. Now you still got hate in your heart. I don't got hate in my heart. How I got hate in my heart. And you know, one of my loved ones passed away the other night and I was crying. I don't have to cry for Charlie Kirk because he's not my family member. It's not about that. It is about Romans chapter 12, verse 10. King James Version. Be kindly affection one to another with brotherly love, in honor preferring one another. It's about that. It's about that. You have to all around have love in your heart. You have to all around live with love in your heart. You can't be halfway stepping. Real talk. People literally just be having one foot in and one foot out. And then when you be like, man, I'm cool around you. You know, you got to get yourself together. You got to work on yourself. You know, because these same people, they believe that they got it all together. They believe that you can't tell them anything. You know, you don't know what you're talking about. They're actually a good person. You don't know who you're missing out on, you know, when you walk away from them. Those are the type of people that live amongst us. I'm telling you, man. We got to move careful out here for sure. Because you look at what they're doing to AI and how they are deceiving the people with AI, bro. Do you not know how many people don't even believe that some of these videos is actually AI? They believe that these are real, actual people because they can't tell the difference. Because they don't put they all into noticing the difference. They just feel like, oh, that's the channel that I follow. I know him. What, AI? Like, for real. Yeah. Positivity ain't common. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second, y'all. Yeah, positivity ain't common. There's people out here that's genuine as I don't know what. But whole time, they still got a lot of hatred in their heart. They still got hatred. And if you ask me, I'm gonna be honest with you. Just because you loved and adored your family member that passed away the other night, and they was the closest thing to you, they was the closest person to you, but on the other end you hate Charlie Kirk, and that's what he gets, what he deserved, then if you ask me, you ain't got no love in your heart at all. Real talk. If you ask me, you don't have love in your heart, because you can't. Yeah, there we go. You don't have love in your heart because you can't just halfway love. For real. Okay. Let me see. We're gonna be getting off of here soon too, y'all. I literally plan to stay probably about another like 15-20 minutes. Give me a second, y'all. Stay with me. All right, we back. I might talk a little loud because I had to get the fan, y'all. It's getting hot up in here. You know. Okay. So we got a video that we're gonna react to. Make sure y'all put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me clear enough.
Y'all, this is probably one of the most impactful videos that I have seen this year. I saw this video
Put
on first, and
put a 1 in the chat. Oh, I seen this video before a long time ago of the homeless guy. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm loud and clear enough because I got this fan going. So, all right, let's listen to this video. Oh, this content creator, I know him. His name is Nick Jones. And this video is called "Former Homeless Man Preaches Greatest Sermon That You'll Ever Hear." Shout out to Terrence for sending that video too.
it really touched me so much. I'm sitting there watching it on my phone and I'm crying. And I said it in the comments. I left a comment. I said, yo, I'm literally sitting here crying right now watching this video. So I had to share this on my channel as well. I'll link where this video came from down below in the description. I don't know who this dude is. I'm trying to figure out who this guy is. I would love to know who this guy is. If anyone knows who this dude is, please let me know, because, yo, I'm trying to have a conversation. All right, so let's get into this video. I'll pause it to, you know, get...
Oh, sorry, y'all. I just had to actually click on the full thing, which was very slow. I shouldn't have did that. Okay, here we go.
In my commentary here and there, but for the most part, I kind of just want to let it play, just so y'all can hear the message. All right, let's get into it.
It's frustrating. I'm trying to listen to God. I got my own flesh and my
pulling me here, my own desire, my family, my friends, all these things is distracting me from the truth, and it's difficult to give in, especially when you're young, man. But if you can go through it, you'll come out like gold. If I can go through the fire.
Yeah.
They don't want to go through the fire. They want to lot of and go to Jamaica and the Bahamas and do their own self-esteem. But he said, you wait till I exalt you. I give you the desire of your heart.
Yeah.
But it's difficult to wait because everybody in a hurry.
Yeah.
Technology, it's fast. It's in a hurry. They're angry. They're frustrated. They got
Hold on,
time.
y'all. Give me a second. Bear with me.
They want text message.
I'm telling you, man, the devil is busy, bro. For real. Tell me why this thing almost ripped all the way down and fell on me. For real. Anyway, I could barely hear anyway, so I got my volume up on my laptop, so I wanted to turn that fan off too. But I'm sure y'all can hear me real loud and clear now. But here we go, for real.
I give you the desire of your heart. But it's difficult to wait because everybody in a hurry. Technology, it's fast. It's in a hurry. They're angry. They're frustrated. They got time. They're on the cell phone.
What's up, Justin?
Text message you. Y'all in the same car. You gonna text message him? He right there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in a hurry. I don't know where they going, but when they get there, oh, they gonna be sorry.
Woo!
The faster you try to get there.
See, I'm telling y'all, you want to know what's crazy? The last time I seen this, I wasn't all the way there. Like, I didn't know what he was talking about. I just thought that he was just a wise homeless guy, like most of these homeless guys. But the details of what he's saying is exactly what I'm talking about. If y'all go back to my other videos from months ago, man, I've been talking about how people are just running. They in a hurry. Everybody is just, they gotta win this race. And people are literally in denial that they are not in competition with one another. They are in competition with one another. And they feel like it is a race. Everybody want to be the first to have the newest shoes. The first to get the garbage bin vehicle. What's the name of that truck? The cyber truck. Everybody want to be the first to have an electric car. Everybody want to be the first to do this, the first to go viral. Everybody just want to be famous. Like, this is just crazy, the world that we live in. They running, they in a hurry, and they want you to come with them. And it's like, I don't want to run that race with you. Oh, you're just lazy. You're making excuses. You're never going to be anybody then. You need to do the things that we do. Because you'll be more successful. See, they don't want things that's going to take time. They want it now. And they're in a hurry to get it. Come on. Yeah. Facts, Justin. You said, hubby says, I feel that wisdom, but I've been homeless and without, for example, not having my parents growing up, being poor. My story is crazy. My wives is also, we are blessed to say we learned this. Yes. Yes. See, we became somebody for real when we had the same experiences, when we were able to share our experiences with one another as a couple, like when we were able to express what we went through and be happy about what we got through. You know what I'm saying? And when we went through things together, we became even stronger. But people don't believe in that. They don't feel like you should have to go through anything in life. Yeah, you got to be doing something right. You're one of God's elected. They keep saying God's chosen. You are one of God's elected. If he chose you to go through something and you were able to overcome it with this up here, yeah, you know you were chosen. But not just that, but if you have this right here, if you got compassion, if you know that love is not a science, if you don't let this up here, your mind, become corrupted, you know what I'm saying? Then you were chosen. For real. If you had to go through periods of isolation and nobody wanted to be around you, your family, your friends, they hated you. Everybody started to hate you because you decided to go the opposite way. You know, everybody else wanted to run a race together, but you just wanted to be left behind. You didn't want to do it. You know, you refused. You were chosen. If you don't care about what nobody think about you when you ready to speak the truth, you know you was chosen. If you don't do it for clicks and likes and views and money and to be famous overall, then you know you was chosen. Because me personally, man, I really don't care if I end up in an algorithm or not. I don't care. I just want this message to reach people so that they can understand who and what we live amongst. So they can understand that we are literally living in the end. And we must come together. Not just as like-minded people, but as followers of Christ, leaders. It's just sad, man. It's very sad. You know, I spent some time before a while ago crying about it because I'm like, wow, I can't believe what the world has came to. But when you read the scriptures, then you will understand that this was bound to happen. You would understand. You would be prepared. So don't cry, don't weep. Don't be afraid. Because there's nothing and no one that we should fear other than the Most High God. And when people show us that they have something other than God that lives within them, come on now, then you know that they don't belong near you. Because we cry and we be hurt and we get upset when our family and our friends leave our side. But you got to know something. When these people were hateful and they live with hate in their hearts, you don't want those type of people next to you. You don't want them near you. You don't want them around your children. You don't want them in your house. Especially when they don't want to change because they think change is a joke. Yes, it was always spiritual from the beginning. You know, God chose us to be able to fight this war. He chose us. It's right here. He chose us because we could have been just like them. He chose us to be here in the United States of America as like-minded people, as followers of Christ. He chose us to be here to fight this war, to be on the battlefield spiritually. Because we could have been born in a whole nother country. You know? We could have been out there. But we are here. Exactly. Doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Yep. So let me finish playing this.
Real, that money, and you're gonna figure it out that, man, it was the journey. It was not the destination. You was in a hurry to get there, to come up, to be this, to be that. And when you get there, you're gonna feel discouraged more than you
did before you even started to get there. Because it was the journey. The people that you didn't stop to talk to like me at checking.
You feel me?
The people at the gas station. You was in a hurry to get there, but it was the journey. It was the gas station. It's checkers. It's the journey, not the destination. Because the destination is steadily evolving. We're always growing in wisdom and knowledge and understanding. It's always evolving. And we can never obtain it because it's steadily, constantly evolving. The more humble you be, the more you can be fulfilled with the truth. But when you think you got it and you're on your way, then you're going to get less of it because can't nobody talk to you. You can't stop. You're in a hurry. I would say this. It's a man with pushing a basket. This man right here, they brilliant now. Don't look at the outside appearance. I've seen him in action. He was pushing a basket. And I was under the bridge. And I was talking to everybody except him. He was the last person I talked to. He said, why didn't you talk to me first? He said, I should have talked. He said, don't you ever pass by a man pushing a basket and don't acknowledge him. I've never done it in my life again. I talk to the person pushing that basket. How's your day? How you doing? I talk to the homeless people because they say be careful how you entertain strangers. And most people that came off the street and they got their career together, they won't even let you know that they've been through it. They try to act brand new. It's a testimony. What you go through, it's for us to inspire somebody else.
You feel me?
It's for me to pull the wiggles up. It's for you to pull the wiggles up. We don't go through this because of our own selfish. We go through this, give them a testimony how far God has brought me.
Yep. Let me tell y'all something. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me.
They hate. They don't know why they hate. Tell them why they hate sometimes. Throw it in their job. Because I gotta watch my back. They got 40 hours. You can't work on Saturday. I don't ask you for a lot. I just.
Hold on, y'all.
Selfish reason. We go through this, give them a testimony.
Okay. So I want to pause right there when he say, we go through this to give a testimony. Man, when I tell you, that's why I always express to the live stream, I don't care who heard me. I don't care if this go viral. I don't care if people laugh at me, if people mock me for what I've been through. I don't care because I am a living and a walking testimony. Trust and believe. And we got long ways to go, baby. But see, that's the thing. This is why we got to ask God to help us through these end times. And we got to stay close to the Most High God while going through these end times, man. People, every time I talk, you know, it was demons in my live streams that really, these people, they act like they support you, man. They really act like they support you. But then they complain about when you want to talk about what you went through. But it's a testimony, though. I'm just trying to share my experiences. You know, I'm just trying to share my journey with the people because I've been there. I've been there. I was in the world. I was there. I had hate in my heart. I was there. I despised people that did me wrong. I was there. I was homeless before for 2.5 years with my husband, fighting the system, DCFS, still fighting them to this day. But the thing is, I never let them bring me down, no matter what. No matter what. Through my fight, I still ain't give up because I know that my children need us and we are going to be there for them. But the only ones that will give up is the system because they don't like to see you steady fighting. They don't like that. See, when I say fighting, I'm not saying putting my hands on people. I'm not saying cussing at them. I'm not saying, you know, that I'm going to eventually do something to them. Because if I plan on doing something to you, to anybody, who am I then? If I'm sitting here telling y'all to live with God in y'all heart, but when I shut this camera off and I go do the whole total opposite, who am I then? But you know, people right now, they are doing me wrong. These people in the system, they know what they're doing, but I'm the bad person. They make you out to be the bad person when you have done everything that they asked you to do. You know, they abuse their power and things like that. They look at your videos and they abuse their power. You know, they say that you shouldn't be talking about this and you shouldn't be talking about that online. You know, but it is my duty to get my experiences out here to the world. I want everybody to know what I'm going through. I don't want it to be a secret. I'm sick and tired of it being a secret. It is no secret. I am fighting the system. Me and my husband are fighting the system to get our children back because they took our children from us and they are keeping them from us. And they want to keep them from us because they know that we are God's chosen. And they believe that the best way to hurt you is to keep your seeds away from you. But what they fail to realize is we have beautiful kings and queens in the making. What they fail to realize is our children still look up to us, even though they don't get a chance to wake up to us every single day, even though they don't get a chance to see us every single day. The minute that they do see us, when we do get a chance to see them, they are very grateful. They don't care about what we got for them. They don't care about toys, clothes, shoes, money, nothing. They just are glad to have wise parents like us right in front of them. And that's what the system hates. The system hates when we know too much. The system hates when we have a big following on YouTube. And I'm not saying that I'm a big I have a big following, but I have enough damn people. You know, the system hates that though. They would even hate if I had 300 people that would subscribe to this channel. They even hate the fact that there is 5 people watching right now. They don't want anybody to know. That's the thing. But see, that's the devil that lives within them. The fact that they don't allow you to get your story out and talk about it online, and they try to say, oh, it's against the law, and you know, you can't talk about this. And I won't go to jail for it. That's the thing. This is my story. This is my journey. How are you going to stop me from talking about what I am facing? I know that I'm facing, you know, the demons. I know that. The thing is, when they have to face me through a Zoom session or whatever the case may be, they feel so intimidated just by me sitting there with a straight face, by me, you know, just simply not looking like what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting there proud and happy, still living my life, still believing, still sitting and standing strong, standing on my word, fighting for my children. They hate it. They don't like it. So they need backup. They need everybody in agreement with them that I am a horrible person, a horrible mother. My husband is a horrible father. But explain to me why, if we were such horrible parents, why are we raising a child here that is extremely smart, extremely intelligent, that takes after her parents, and we are a praying family? You hear me? The devil can't take that away from us. No matter what. See, the thing is, people got to understand that God will allow you to go through certain things in your life, because it's about how you take it after that. So no matter what the outcome may be, if these people decide like, oh, we gonna definitely keep her children away from her because of the way that we feel personally about her. See, I need y'all to understand something. It is not about what I have not accomplished, because I accomplished everything successfully like they wanted me to do. It should have never went on 6.5 years, but the only reason why I did is because the demons have manifested within these people, which caused them to hate. So they literally are sitting here stalling, and they're continuing court appearance, and they're keeping our children in the system because of their hate towards us, because they know that we are God's chosen. They want to create obstacles for us. They want us to go through. They want to watch us go through. You know, this is like the Squid Games to them. They want to see how they can cause destruction and chaos in our lives. But what they fail to realize is no matter what the outcome may be, we still gonna keep God first, and we're gonna still keep praying for our children, and we're still gonna love our children still, no matter what. No matter what. No matter what. And no matter what the outcome may be, you must understand that every time I see my children, I let them know. I say, babies, let me tell y'all something. If y'all never see mama again, just know that y'all I love y'all dearly. And don't think just because you don't see mama again, don't think it's because, you know, mom hates you. Mom don't love you. You know what I'm saying? Mom loves you. I pray for you every single day. But you got to understand that y'all are part of a evil, wicked, satanic system. You're in the midst of this. And they just want to keep y'all away from us because they really don't like us. Simple as that. That's all it is. And this is exactly what happened to Charlie Kirk. People are trying to make excuses that this man should have died because they did not like Charlie Kirk. They didn't like him. Justin says, Christ is coming and his eyes are like the blazing fire of the heavens and he gonna shut it down. You hear me? Excuse me. He gonna shut it down. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, hubby. We smile and we enjoy every second of our lives and always will. Yeah, thank you, God, for the strength. Justin says, listen, no man know the day or the hour, but he gave us the signs. Amen. No man knows the Father, right? Let's get real, fam. The only way through the Father is what? So if you have Christ in you, you feel me? That's the only way. That's the only way. See, the thing is, I have been preaching this for a minute, and I say, you know what? This system, they can do whatever they're gonna do, you know, because at the end of the day, evidently, they're unstoppable. They are unstoppable. See, this system is a full circle. So it don't matter how high you go. That's the thing. It don't matter how high you go to reach somebody that can try to help you. They try to make it difficult for you. They put obstacles in the way. And if God wants it to happen, he will allow it to happen. If God wants, you know, us to unite as a family, he will allow that. And if he don't, he will allow that. But it's about how we take it. You know what I'm saying? It's about how we take it. Are we going to crash out and give up and allow our mind to cause destruction and chaos? Or are we just going to live with it and say, hell, I mean, this is life. And all we got to do is just pray. Because we didn't never give up on our kids. The system gave up on our kids. The system gave up on us. They couldn't take it anymore. That's the thing. The devil, he can't take it anymore. You know? You said, see, the truth, what happened to the devil, he thought he could sit higher than God because he was created to be the perfect angel and he committed sin where time does not exist. Exactly. Time does not exist. It doesn't. You know, and they hate us for our beliefs. They hate us because we believe that time doesn't exist, man. They hate us because of our beliefs and they believe that we are a bunch of conspiracy theorists, you know. I can talk about, you know, the system. The thing is, the system doesn't want me to talk. That's the thing. They don't want me to talk. They don't want their positions to be exposed. They don't want their hidden hands to be exposed. But I mean, when they do what they do, it is already exposed. When they act the way that they act, is already exposed. You know, it's people that's sitting behind bars right now that really didn't do anything wrong. They really didn't. You know, it's people that's sitting behind bars right now just simply because of a judge's personal feelings towards them. For real. You said the first sin ever committed was pride. That's a shame. That's a shame. Y'all, I'm tripping. Let me finish this video.
Just wonder how far God has brought me. And it was about me. I thought about me. Why I'm going through this. He said, back up, man. Who you gonna inspire? Who you gonna tell somebody about the glory, the grace of God if you don't go through it? Get out of yourself. And once I step back, I be seeing the deep things of God. And so I don't play with it. I don't ask him for a lot. I just say, give me my portion for the day. I don't want a lot of things. Just give me enough that I can deal with. He said, I give you fulfill your bond greater than you can ever ask. I know what you desire. I know what you need. But Lord, give me my portion where I can be grateful. Where I can be thankful. They unthankful. They unholy. They ungrateful. They got a job. They don't want the job. They got 40 hours. You can't work on Saturdays. You can't work on Sundays.
Come on.
Now you got 3 days. They always complaining and griping and murmuring.
Facts. And then the crazy part is they so ungrateful. Soon as they are given 7 days a week, you know, soon as they are given 7 days a week to work, then they complain even more. Oh, my job overworking me. I'm so sick and tired of working. I'm tired of this. Then they come in the house, slamming doors, yelling at the kids. And, you know, they're just so ungrateful. They are ungrateful for life. They are ungrateful. You said the world hated me before it hated you. And because you are not of this world, the world hated you. Somebody commented that in one of my videos the other day. And I saw that comment. And I said, man, that is so true. What is that doing? That is so true.
Stop it. He said, be grateful with the little things. And wait, and I'll put you there. But he gonna put us in a place where they appreciate me in the job. I don't hate going to work. I gotta watch my back. They backstab. You making the money, but I can't go to that job because I gotta watch my back. They hate us.
Come on, man. I don't listen. Listen, man. Listen, man. When you already dealing with a lot already, who want to be in a job full of people that hate you so much? Oh, I've been there. Oh, I've been there. And I had to stand my ground so many times, man. Respectfully. I had to stand my ground. Working in these jobs, man. I come there to work, okay? To work. Simple as that. They be like, what made you, when you go to the interview, what made you decide to, look, man, listen. And then they make you be fake about it. They make you, it's like they want you to have this fake passion for working for McDonald's in a drive-thru when you need a job to make ends meet. You know what I'm saying? Because they created this world like this. They want us to pay bills and stuff like that, right? So we going to work and stuff like that. We going to work. We begin to love what we do because we actually like being kind to the general public. But then they hate you for it. Your coworkers, your supervisor, your boss. You got people trying to get you fired. They cutting your paychecks, cutting your hours. You know what I'm saying? They lying on you. And then they make you lose your job. Either that or you just decide, look, y'all can have this. I'll look elsewhere, man. It's a job that will eventually choose me because they know that I'm a great worker. They know that they need me for their company. You know, don't nobody want to be around a bunch of evil, hateful, damn people. You said, I remember when a supervisor attempted to get me fired. Yeah, because it's about who you are. It's never about what you do. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? They try to make it seem like it's about what you do. You moving too slow. You know, your work quality is bad and all of that. You know, you need to pick up the pace. You know, I worked in a job before where, I tell you, I was working fast. I was putting smiles on people's faces. You know, I stayed to myself, though. That was the thing. They hate when you stay to yourself. They hate when you keep to yourself. They hate when you reserve your peace. They hate when they can't be a part of it. They hate when they can't just come in your life and be a little chaotic and talk a little negative and get you to agree with them. They want you to agree with their negativity. And if you don't agree with their negativity, then who are you? They hate you. You need to be in agreement with what they're talking about. You know, they come in and they complain, and just like he said, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? You just got in, you clocked in, you the only one in the cafeteria, you hanging your coat up, and here come a coworker walking in there and ask two of y'all. You're quiet, you're reserving your peace. You stay to yourself. You don't talk to this person, but they just gotta spark up a conversation. Oh my God, I'm tired of being at work. Oh my God, what time is it? Excuse me, what time is it? Excuse me, do you know what time it is? Then you get them time 10 a.m. Oh, thank you. I gotta go over there. Their demons are being exposed. And they just simply want you to be in agreement with them. They don't want you to look at them in any other type of way. Because when you look at them, it looks like my live stream is laggy. Hold on. Okay. Wow. This is crazy. Give me a second, y'all. They are definitely messing with the stream, y'all. This is crazy. I'm moving in slow motion. It's crazy. So, the devil, man. The devil is a lie, man. The devil is busy. I'm telling you. Look, yeah, I'm moving in slow motion. I'm looking at myself talking in slow motion. You know, they just want you to be in agreement with them. They're just so ungrateful. They get paid more than you. You know, they everything for them at work is a lot more easier because they are in the world, so the world loves them back. That's the thing. So they get a lot of love on the job, but they still complain though. They feel like that's not enough love. That's not enough recognition. See, I'm a celebrity. Bow down to me, you know? So then people start giving them money and stuff like that, cash apping them, and they don't even need a cash app. They got enough money in their bank account. Meanwhile, you over there struggling to make ends meet because they just cut your check because somebody is spewing out hatred about you at work, and all you trying to do is make a living, man. And you don't even bother nobody. You just manage your business. But it's just because, you know, they want to welcome you in on their side and they can't get you there. And that's the problem. They need you there. They need you to be negative. They need you to just, you know, spew out hatred just like them. They need you to also mock Charlie Kirk's death. They need that from you. And the fact that you have too much compassion and love, you know, they got a problem with people like you.
Put me somewhere where I love going to work. I can get up and they appreciate my work and I blend in.
Right.
God say, I'm not going to put you there, but if you want to get it, go ahead and get it.
What do you think about haters?
That's a part of the balance in life.
Right.
They hate. They don't know why they hate. Tell them why they hate sometimes.
Yep.
They don't know they hate. It's just standard thing.
It's normalized. You feel me? The hatred is normalized. Oh, snap. Give me a second, y'all. The hatred is normalized. Like he said, it's a standard thing. You know, everybody does it. Everybody does it. Everybody does the hating. You got to tell them why they hating. You know, I tell the haters why they hating too. You know, I know why they hating on me. And I know why they hate me. See, in order to hate on somebody, you got to really dislike this person. You really have to hate them. Like they have to, this person and everything that they do, they have to live rent-free in your mind every single day. You wake up with them on your mind. You go to sleep with them on your mind. And you have an obsession. And your obsession has grown into pure hatred. They hate me because I really be talking the truth. They hate it. You know, they don't want me to say nothing that's the truth. They want me to agree with everything that they're doing. But the you know what's crazy too, y'all? Out of the billions of people in this world, you know what's crazy? It's probably only 3 other women on this planet that think like I do. That's how rare it is. That's how rare. Now, mind you, I said probably. So that's just, it's probably, like I said, it could be 10 Who knows? Out of billions of people, it can be 1,000 women out of billions of people. That's the thing. You know, we are one of the rare ones. We are God's chosen. That's the thing, man. We are God's chosen for real. Elected. He elected us to go through this. You not know how many people crashing out right now? And people still believe that they're godly people. Oh, she didn't mean no harm. She's just going through a lot. She a good person, though. Really. Even with hate in her heart. She just going through something. See, they make excuses. They make excuses for their hatred.
They get angry.
They get angry.
He taught. Every way he taught them. They hate. They don't even know why.
Welcome, Albert. Yes, this is a very deep topic. You know, and it looks like you just now fresh in the stream. So, you know, I ain't gonna lie, when I end this stream, I highly recommend you hit the rewind button. This is a very deep topic, man. I'm telling you it is, because it's like people need to understand that I am sounding the alarm today, September 17th, 2025, to let the people know that we are at war. I've been talking about this and I've been trying to warn people, you know, but we are at war. You know, people say, "Oh yeah, we are at war though. I mean, we is gonna go to war if Trump keep all this stuff up. You know, they gonna send the military coming over here." No, it don't have nothing to do with that, man. The war starts from within. When you can't keep yourself together, when you let this become so corrupted and chaotic and just full of negativity, and the devil is living rent free up here, and then you begin to form hatred in your heart. When you don't live with the love of God, I'm telling you, man, you got to sit down and reevaluate yourself.
Because don't nobody teach them. Don't nobody take time to let them know why they're doing things they're doing.
Yep.
And that's the whole purpose of life.
Yep.
Let them know what they're doing wrong if you see it.
Yep.
I always knew I was doing wrong.
Yep.
What about when they showed me long suffering? What about when they forgave me, but I can't forgive him? He made a promise. I made a promise. I didn't fulfill it. Then they going for me. Well, I got to go for him because he didn't fulfill his commitment. That's wrong. You got to teach. They don't know. The only God they know is through you.
Yeah.
Through your experience.
Yep.
They don't know about church because you can't go to church because it's a business.
It's a business, yep.
And all the church people, it's a clique, it's a
club, yep.
And they done forgot about God, it's a business. Look here. It's just the world.
Yep, it's the world, man.
Ain't nobody being bold and talking about God.
You feel me? Come on, man. This man is preaching. He is preaching to the world, man. I'm telling you. Seriously. You know, this is church right here. It ain't when you walk outside your door on Sunday and you put your Sunday best on and you got your Bible with you and you on your way to church and you racing to get there, because if you don't hurry up, you're going to be late to have God in you. Like, God lives within you every day. Every day that you wake up, every day that you go to sleep, God is there. He's there. He's there. He lives within you. People don't realize that. That's the problem. They ignore it. That's the problem. And then it's people like me and people like y'all that's interacting in the live stream that understand where I'm coming from, that they hate. They hate us. Because we know that we got God right here. You know? They don't believe that that's possible. You can't have God. You have to go to church for that. You got to go to church on Sundays. Here, maybe you should go to my church. Here's my card. Right there. Yeah, that's the church that I attend. You know, they giving you flyers and church flyers, and they want to welcome you into their church. But the truth is, it ain't nothing but a bunch of pulpit pimps. Because these pastors are watering down the truth. They do not want to teach their congregation about the love of God. They don't really want to teach you about the spirit of the world. They don't want to teach you about, good versus evil and how the war starts from within. They don't want to teach you about Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. They don't want to teach you about Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. And when they do, they water it down. They don't want to teach you that. They don't feel like it's even, they don't feel like you're going to get it. The thing is, they're supposed to actually get it, but they really don't. Because once they leave the church and they go home, they are at war with themselves. Yeah, false prophets. Right, spiritual warfare.
In school, take the prayer out of school, all these things. It's the world.
It's the world,
We're getting
man.
in a time where God is not popular no more. And if you talk about it, I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in God. I believe in this. I don't care what you believe in. Let my spirit speak for me. Let my action. But it was a time when I was just a hearer and not a doer. Wow. We gotta balance out. You gotta go through the fire in order to be a doer too. You're gonna be a hearer, then you're gonna be a doer. But don't let people throw you off your journey. You can't be nothing. It's between your relationship with God. They can't understand you all the time because you're trying to figure out your way. I'm trying to figure out my way. I can't prove nothing to them all the time. I don't need them to figure me out. All I gotta do is just be patient and do what was in my ability, my boundary. I don't need to outstep my boundaries. I ain't gotta prove nothing to you. You didn't feel me? No, you can't gonna feel me. I can't put the expectation on you.
The world, they want me and my husband to prove ourselves to them. See, the world, they hate you when you accept life as it is. Real talk. Like, for instance, you can be driving a BMW for 3 months and then your BMW clunk out on you, it go out on you, and you ain't got the money to get it fixed. And now you just accepting it and you like, well, gotta walk now, gotta take the bus. And now the world hates you. They don't understand how you accepted that. They feel like you should have worked overtime so that you can come up with the money to get your BMW fixed. Because you're a nobody. You had a BMW and now you don't. So you're weak. You're lazy. You're a nobody. Now they want to show off. Now they want to show what they have. And they want you to be in competition with them. But they get upset when you don't want to compete with them. They get upset. I'm just saying.
I don't always feel me, understand me. So that's wrong. Be humble. Acknowledge him in all your ways.
There you go.
When I do wrong, I said something wrong to offend you, forgive me. I gotta say it right away, get it over with.
Yep.
If I offend somebody at work, look, if they persecute me, look at God trying to strengthen me to show them who I serve.
Yep.
I say I believe, I'm working with it. Well, teach them. They don't know.
Yep. Teach them. See, this is exactly why I be bold, man. Me and my husband, bro. One thing I love about this man is when we go outside this door and we are stepping into the world, he is a protector of his family. Real talk. See, he protects me and our daughter. And he lets the world know. Don't step to her because you got to get through me. Don't say nothing to her. Don't say nothing to them. I got this. All right. I got this. And he speaks up and he stands tall and strong like a real king. And he stand on his word. And he don't cuss and he don't yell and he don't be ready for a war and ready for chaos. He just simply let them know what it is respectfully and say, God bless you after that. That those words are powerful enough to tell a person, God bless you. You walking away from a war that could have broke out into complete destruction and chaos if you didn't use your mind correctly. If a person steps in front of you and they ready to fight you and they ready to yell and they ready to argue with you, now which way you gonna go? Are you going to self-destruct and give in? Or are you going to simply use those powerful words? You cannot tell me that there is not a God. Real talk. When you use the powerful words and you say, God bless you, I'm telling you, boy, when you say those simple words, they leave you alone. They leave you alone. They leave you alone. God is powerful. People don't even know. People don't even know. You not know how many times we respectfully had to tell people, God bless you. Because see, these people, they are so evil. They try to battle with you. They want the war. They want to go back and forth. You say it is not about violence or the best joke. It is about happiness, and I love my family. It is always a way around BS. So it is no way that we can be threats. Exactly. It's always around a way around BS. See, the reason why they believe that we are threats, this society believes that we are a threat, is because we stand tall in our truth. You know what I'm saying? We stand bold with it. We don't care what nobody think about us. You know, we accept things. We keep God first and we reserve our peace.
I don't know why they're doing that, to me. Let your light shine among men, they might glorify your Father in heaven. It's real, man. I experience it all the time, 24/7, but I asked for it. I wanted to be a preacher when I was 6, but I didn't know the price I had to pay. Much wisdom, much grief, much sorrow. Ain't no other way you're gonna get it. But if you could just go through the fire, you'll be like gold. The first thing they do when you go to a pawn shop and take what they do? How do they determine if it's gold plated or what? What they do? What kind of test they take it through? When you take the jewelry to the pawn shop, how do they determine if it's real or fake? They put it through the acid test. They put the fire upon it. This is how we know if we're real or fake. We're gonna go through the fire. You're gonna have disagreement with each other, but it's okay. You're gonna be friends. But if you have a disagreement, it's just a different agreement. That don't mean you ain't gotta see her no more and talk to her or talk to her or whatever. I want to go to work. I don't want to go to work because they stressing me out on the job.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah. But see, this is the thing. If you stop going to work because they stressing you out on a job, then you're lazy. You know, you give up too easily. You know, you just don't want to make a living. The thing is, they worry too much about materialism. That's the thing. They feel like you will never be able to get where you want to be if you just don't work. You need to kiss your boss's ass when they treat you wrong, when they disrespect you, when they step on your shoes, you know, when they cut your checks, when, you know, you should not talk back to them. You not know how many times I had to go to the higher ups with my issues, and even when I went to the higher ups, they still treated me wrong. And I had to stand my ground. And they told me to leave. Those demons told me to leave. They don't like when you speak up for yourself. They hate it. They really do. Right? It's like the Six Flags ride. You say it's not the ride, it's the excitement you got riding. Even if you didn't like it, you liked it because you will always remember that moment and speak about it.
They ain't receiving me with my full potential. And I don't know why I don't want to go to work. I gotta understand why. Why I don't want a job? Because something ain't right.
Yep.
And I gotta acknowledge it. I ain't gonna sell my soul for the job.
Come on now. I'm not about to sell my soul for this job. I am not for sale. You will not get my soul. Okay? See, the thing is, they want you. They want your soul. They want it. They need to turn you back to your wicked ways. Just like them. They don't like when you are at peace. They need to interrupt and disturb your peace. And they will go so far to get it. They will go so far. Yes. Yeah, the demons are amongst us for sure. They will go extremely far to disturb your peace. They have to. They have to.
God said, I'm trying to put you over here, or I'm trying to let them know through you, let your light shine. But I'm hating on them because they ain't feeling me, they don't understand me. Hey man, you gotta teach them. You see how they flip? Yeah. They want $1, want a quarter. He could have got everything that he needed if he just would have been patient, but it's okay. You recording this? Yeah. It's okay. I'm telling the truth. Mm-hmm. It's all right. I thank God for you. Mm-hmm. Y'all a blessing to me. A true blessing. I ain't got nothing to hide. My burdens are heavy, but when I'm weak, he's strong through me. He speaks through me. The weaker I get, the more frustrated I get with my life. And I did this, I did that. Then the more he speaks through me, the more he takes control of me. Yep. That's just where he wants you at. Yep. Get frustrated. That's why he gonna speak through you. But he gotta get you in that point where ain't nowhere else to go but to him. He said, those that I love, I correct them. Yep. I chastise them. Yep. Solomon was the wisest man that lived. He had everything that man could desire. But one thing God said, leave the foreign women alone. But he couldn't understand why he had a desire for the foreign women. But see, the Lord knew that they were going to turn his heart against him. They were going to make him idol worship and build a God. But he didn't understand it. And I'm going to say to the preacher, he searched the world out. He said, I want to look.
Facts, Terrence. You gotta have discernment. You gotta have discernment in these times. We have to ask God for knowledge and discernment. Seriously. And just like he said, Solomon, he was the wisest man on earth. But see, that'd be the issue. It's like people be so wise. They think like you do, you know. We can unite with like-minded people. But they still got these little issues that are actually big issues that they need to solve. They got these little issues that will eventually become bigger issues if they don't solve it. But see, people be full of pride. And sometimes people just don't want to understand. They don't want to get it because they feel like they already got it put together. They feel like they good, you know? A lot of people use the excuse, yeah, he know me by my fruit. See, God, he know me by my fruit. Oh, he sure do. He sure do. But be careful what you saying. He do know you by your fruit. And he know the thing that you have a really big problem with. Do you not know how many wise men it is out here? How many men would prefer a wife? How many men actually have compassion in their hearts that actually is smart up here? But it's something that they still struggle with. Something that they still struggle with. It's an addiction to something. And it can be an addiction to women. It can. It can be an addiction to these, these sites that are sexualized, if you know what I mean. It can be addiction to alcohol and things like that. These same thing with women. Same thing. God know me by my fruit.
The basis behind wisdom and knowledge and understanding and foolishness. See, you can't know wisdom and knowledge and should be a fool, but we don't want to be foolish. That's the only way you're going to get it. You got to be a fool first. How you going to know a fool when you're still a fool? How you going to know foolishness if you haven't been foolish? Foolishness is...
See, let me tell y'all something. And then keep in mind what I just said, right? I said, see, you can have a person that's full of wisdom and knowledge and stuff like that, and they still struggling with something. See, when you mention that to them and you let them know about themselves, they say, we all ain't perfect though. We not perfect. Of course, we're not perfect. We are not perfect, but we made in the image of God, and God lives within us. Real talk. He lives within us. And we should want to be perfect. We should want to be more like Christ. Yes.
become wisdom and painful. Because we think we all of that. We got a lot of abilities. We can create. We can send man to the moon. We can be inventors, but we're limited. If I understand that I'm limited, then that's when God takes control and gives me the wisdom that I desire. Humility. Be humble. If you don't understand your purpose, ask God. But ask him in sincerity. What's my purpose, God? Did you ever ask that question? What's my purpose? Why I'm here? What am I meant to do? But sometimes he can't tell us all at once. It might be too much.
Man.
But be sincere.
Yeah. Facts. Y'all, I can't stay on here too long. I gotta get ready and get off of here, man. I got a family I gotta get to. So, I'm glad that we did this live stream today. I am so grateful that social media is actually exposing these demons. I'm very grateful. You know, you see through the bad things, we still have to be grateful. Real talk. Like, for instance, in 2020, when they told us to mask up and stuff like that and 6 feet, I was very grateful to have to go through that. People might say, how was you grateful? Why would you be grateful for that? It killed people. But guess what? It exposed society as well. I kept trying to explain to people that 2024 was not the year of exposure. The real year of exposure was 2020. It exposed your coworkers, your family, your friends, people that, would not mind taking the mark of the beast when the mark of the beast arrives. People that wouldn't mind. It exposed the people who really don't mind Satan living within them. It exposed the people that lied and told you they was there for you, that lied and told you that they had your back. I'm grateful. I am very grateful. People keep saying, we're being divided amongst one another. Yes, I believe that we are. But you know what? The division that I see is good versus evil. See? That's all it is. Thank you so much, Terrence, Albert. I appreciate all of y'all for coming. Welcome my peeps, Justin, anybody that was active in the live stream. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the people that's sitting here watching that didn't interact. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't engaged. God bless y'all. Eventually y'all won't be afraid to show yourselves. Eventually y'all won't. Because I know that y'all will allow God to stay within y'all. I know that y'all will allow yourselves to turn away from y'all wicked ways. I know that y'all will eventually be able to convict yourselves of y'all wrongdoings and, acknowledge your wrongs so that you can be better. I know that y'all will. Yeah. You said you all the way from Georgia. That's what's up, man. That is what's up. I'm telling y'all, man, we gotta unite. We gotta unite as a people, us like-minded people, followers of Christ, people that aren't selfish, people that don't mind coming together to help one another. And we ain't just talking materialistic, man. We not, man. We really gotta stand strong together in these times, for real. We gotta stop being prideful. Real talk. So yeah, I appreciate y'all for coming through. I appreciate y'all for hearing me out. Y'all stay tuned for the next live stream. Can't even tell y'all turn on the notification bell because that don't work. Trust me. A lot of people say it don't work, But anywho, just make sure y'all stay tuned for more videos, live streams, Appreciate everybody. God loves us all. He will always love us no matter what. Continue to keep God first through these end times. And please make sure y'all stay aware of y'all surroundings at all times. And pay attention to the signs because we are here. We are living in the end times. All right. Nevertheless, y'all, I'm out. Wake them folks up.